Gen Z's quote unquote to register. However, I think it was less than 1 point, if I'm not wrong, 1.4, 1.5. Those are the only ones who registered. I see every time people are angry, and sometimes I feel like, yes, there are two routes here. There are people who want to go and, overthrow, and there are people who want to go and elect. Me, I'm of election, and I'm not saying preventing the people who want to go and do a revolution. But those of us who think that election is the route, being angry is okay. It motivates. And I've seen Morara trying to explain how, the intention of Vampire Diaries. However, the IBC does not count how angry, or I don't think they have a measure of determining how angry you are. They can only, I think they only count votes. So if we can have a way of getting people register, and I understand right now the IBC is not functional. Probably we need to go to that direction, because apart from even the registration, some quick wins are going to make sense. For instance, I've seen in different constituencies, members have collected signatures to recall some of the MPs, which I think is also a good thing. So mine, I would say, if you are on the election bandwagon, yes, encourage anyone who doesn't have a vote to go and register. And because IBC is not functional, that should be among the action items that we need to look at, such that if Kina Morara decide to start, we're able to vote for them. So that's what I wanted to submit.
Thank you, Brian. Felix.
Mkwaje wazee?
Tuko sawa kabisa.
So mimi ni Felix from Kisumu West. So the first thing yenye mimi nataka niseme ni Ruto is a very clever man, and there is a say that goes, to conquer a nation you must replace science with religion. So Ruto has managed to replace science with religion to an extent that he has successfully conquered Kenya. So kitu moja mimi nataka niambie wa Kenya ni, one, God does not elect these crooks. Tusidanganywe eti ni Mungu ndio uelekta wa viongozi. Hapana. Sisi wenyewe tulisimama asubuhi tukaenda kupiga kura kwa viongozi, na ni sisi bado ndio tunaweza watoa kwa hizi viti. What I would like to tell my fellow Gen Zs, please tukuwe na courage. Siku yenye kina Morara watasimama waende tuende tuwapigie kura, tafadhali tuamkeni asubuhi na tuende tuwavotie. Another thing, let us stop profiling ourselves in terms of communities. Kama umesikia mtu wenu, as anybody from your tribe, anachunguzwa kuhusu mambo ya ufisadi, please wacha tu achunguzwe. Usianze mambo ya mtu yetu. Leo nilikuwa Twitter nikatazama post Morara Kibaso alipost kuhusu people cheering somebody who was wrong. Watu wakaanza tena kumwattack. Nani ukweli? Uhuru alikuwa mbaya. Gachagua mwenyewe alikuwa mbaya. Sasa mbona tena watu waanze, what has metamorphosed within a night that Gachagua is now a good man? Tukue tu watu wazuri, tuelewani. What I want us to do, let us develop a central nervous system to feel each other's pain. Without that, hatuwezani na hii maneno. Asanteni.
Asante Felix. You see, we totally agree with you. And when Morara posted about Uhuru, we cannot furthermore engage in pity just because we are desperate. We have a bad leadership, so we want to consider the bad leaderships that happened before as now sanctified and good. No. Uhuru sent this country into heavy debts. He part of the troubles that we are paying for right now emanated from his presidency, and he was there with William Ruto, and they set a bad precedence which we are now heavily paying for, and we cannot sanctify Gachagua just because he left. No, he was not a saint either. None of these guys are saints. They came in through the same ticket. They operated in the same mantra. Falling out between Ruto and Gachagua does not sanctify Gachagua to be a good person right now. No, it's only that his punishment has come earlier, and Ruto's punishment will come. Sooner or later, it will also come. So we should just wait and let all these people face their music when their time comes, and we really pray that their time comes even sooner. And I agree with you. We don't entertain tribal chiefs. We do not entertain tribalness. We want the tribe that we have flowing in our blood is a tribe called Kenyans. We may be stemming from different origins, but we are united by the patriotism of a country called Kenya. And if a politician will arise themselves and divide us on the basis of ukabila, tutasema hapana, tutakataa. Buki, you can take the microphone. Buki, you can unmute. Chalby.
Yes, good evening, guys.
Good evening, John.
Okay.
Okay, Chalby, I'll talk after you.
All right.
Okay, after Chalby, you'll follow.
Okay. So I have a point about concerning this regime we're talking about. You see, when we went to the streets on 25th, that was on June, tulikuwa tumesema tuko leaderless, tuko fearless na tribeless. So, like, from that time, we are always tribeless. Mpaka sahi, like, hatuna tribe, hakuna kubagua. No. So, hao viongozi wamekosa cha kusema. No. So what they are using in wamezoea ni kutumia tribes, but of course hii tulisema we are tribeless na hakuna mtu tunabagua, tunasema huyu ni Mkamba, huyu ni Mkalenjin, huyu ni Mkikuyu, nini Mkisi hivyo. So tulisema sisi ni tribeless, you see. But unaona viongozi wamekosa cha kusema. Hapa kwa X tumetengeneza Kibet Bull ndo ametengeneza silhouettes za kunini gava, like kutuonyesha what, like ni kama like they're reading what's happening actually. So wakijaribu try to kusema something, community not ndio ina get back to them, ina verify kama ni ukweli ama ni uongo. You see, like gava wamekosa tu cha kusema. So sisi wanatumia that word tribe. Like wamekosa anything else. All they have to say is what they are used to, which is tribe. So my point is, sisi Gen Z tulisema we are tribeless, Gen Z na millennials, you see. But sasa our parents, like this hizo ma generations zingine hazijui, like wamezoea. No, our parents. So those are the people that you are supposed to talk to them. Yeah, that's my submission.
Thank you very much, Shalby. Maybe let me ask, what would be your contribution towards the effects of tribalism in terms of before and right now? Would there be more aggression towards us wanting to go to the streets and fight? I know there are many demonstrations which are in plan. What is your contribution? Is it angering the Gen Zs enough that we are inclining towards a very tribal way, maybe your contribution towards the same.
Okay. As I've said earlier, sisi Gen Z tulikuwa tumesema we are tribeless, you see. So nobody, hakuna mtu anasema mimi ni Mkikuyu. Sisi wote tuko hapa kwa space. Hakuna mtu anasema mimi ni Mkikuyu nini hivyo, si ndio? So the like tukienda street like hiyo revolution inakam, hakuna mtu anasema I'm from this tribe and this tribe. Mission ni moja. Ruto must go. Like regime zima. No. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you very much. Supposed to follow his prince. You can unmute and give your comments.
Hello everyone, good evening.
Okay.
Doctor, thank you for the opportunity, but niko kwa barabara bado niko like 10 minutes away nifike home, so unaweza pata the next speaker alafu nikifika nitaja. Tafadhali.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll get back to you. Maxwell? Maxwell?
No, go held up kidogo.
Okay. Sawa. Kenny's.
Yes, Dr. Darwin.
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear. Go on.
Okay, thank you so much. So, I wish to begin with saying that I believe we are dealing with this whole issue of tribalism and how we can solve the issue of going tribal in our fight to remove these people from power. Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, go on. Kindly, if I give you speaker, drop you, put on mute. We can hear you. You can continue, Kenny.
Okay, thank you, sir. I wish to state the following. First of all, let me begin by saying that we must accept the fact that as Kenyans, we have various tribes. So we cannot do away with this topic of tribes in Kenya. And our tribes forms our foundation. Our tribes are our origins. And automatically we just found ourselves in those tribes. No one chose to be a Kikuyu or a Luo or any other tribe. Just found ourselves in these tribes. And since independence, for quite a long time now, most of these politicians, they have known that indeed, we all of us as Kenyans cherish our tribes. So they know that's a soft spot for most of us. And because politicians are good at whipping emotions, they like touching where our emotions are. And that is in our own tribes. Like for example, myself, I'm a Kikuyu. Literally, sincerely speaking, after this whole dramatic removal of office of one Rigathi Gachagua, the former DP, sincerely speaking, even if I may be learned, I may be civilized, I also find myself almost being biased towards sympathizing with Rigiji. It's quite unfortunate, but that's a fact. So thus far, I think it would be better if we can try having something, a different strategy. We start thinking of development. We can focus our fight on development because development doesn't know any tribe. We have 47 counties in Kenya, and each county receives money each year. for development and provision of services to citizens. If, for example, we can be proactive in the sense that, for example, right now we are in the financial year 2024-25, and just to inform you that counties have not received even a single penny of their monies for this current financial year. Reason being, we don't have a DORA, nor do we have a CARA. Yet, counties had formed their budgets and nothing is going on there. Everything has ground to a halt. And now we are here discussing tribal politics about our tribes. And because this is where our emotions are, basically. But what we need to do, we just need to have a change of strategy. We focus on development. We focus on service delivery. Let's hold our leaders to account in terms of service delivery. What service have they delivered to us so far? I really support Moraki Baso's work and the Vampire Diaries he has been providing us in all the countries he has been to. But I feel, I beg to differ in, of course, opinion with him, slightly different, in that I feel what Morara is currently doing is what Auditor General does, literally. You're just going to the ground, exposing those stalled projects where money was stolen long ago. They are just mere skeletons, which don't have anything new, any money. Yani, tuna expose zile miradi ambazo pesa ilishaporwa kitambo. Yeah? Yet we can be proactive because we cannot, literally, we just can't change the past. But the future, the current, the present, and the future, we have control over. So why don't we be proactive? For example, we begin with this current financial year, 2024-25. Because what I know, or what's a fact basically, is that most of these developed countries, talk of US, United Kingdom, France, Germany, all those countries, what is common with them is their citizens are super proactive. They are super sensitive and super knowledgeable. They hold their leaders to account directly in relation to service delivery and development. Yes, am I audible?
Yes. Yes. Can wind up. Yeah.
Okay, as I wind up. So what I'm trying to say in short, we need, if possible, this is just my humble suggestion, that we can have a change of strategy whereby we now, because now the leaders are good at focusing on tribes. When we focus on tribes every now and then, we can never move forward. But when we focus, for example, on development, we have a budget each and every financial year. We say, for example, this current budget, for example, my home county, Muranga, they had set out to build, say, for example, a bridge, a footbridge, or some few classrooms, ECD classrooms. Have they done so? Yes or no? We can follow up. There is a quarterly report released by the Controller of Budget, report on implementation of budget. We can be proactive using such kind of government document. There's also the report of, I think, the monthly statement released by the National Treasury, the statement of actual revenues and net exchequer issues. That is what really speaks the truth about how government is spending our money And with that, we can be focused on it. And we cannot be swayed by this whole issue of whipping emotions, talking tribal politics, or that don't cheer Uhuru, don't cheer Rigiji. Uhuru, we know, yes, Uhuru is a thief. Uhuru stole a lot of money, even with his deputy Ruto, the former deputy. Even Rigiji is not a saint. That we know, but when we bring this whole issue down to politics, the politics of crime, it has really becomes very easy to whip emotions, because we all belong to a particular tribe. So there's, and that's a fact, and we cannot change that. It all goes back to our origins anyway, and our ancestry. So if we focus on development, we can really avoid or do away with that whole issue of going back to tribes. I think my humble submission.
Just excuse me, Kenis, I'd like to ask you a question.
Yes.
I was just listening. I've been listening to many speakers.
Yes.
I've not commented, but on yours, I want to comment. When you say that we should not focus on recovery of corrupt proceeds, then are we saying that you can still, as long as you are able to leave office safely, then you will not be asked to return whatever you've stolen? You can grab 10,000 acres of land. You can steal 100 billion from Ministry of Wealth. You can maybe steal 10 billion from the county, but as long as you are able to retire without, being caught, then it's okay. Since you come from a particular tribe, we will not follow you up because it will bring problems with your tribe. Is that what you are trying to say? And when you say that we should focus on development, how will we do this development with corruption? Shouldn't we stop corruption first before we continue with the development? In fact, if you ask me, if I was made president of Kenya, the first 1 year or 2 years, I would not do any development. I would first begin with recovering whatever has been stolen over the years. So are you saying we should forgive everybody who has stolen and focus on the development without resources for development and the development which is based on corruption? What are you saying?